Hey there, folks. Santee at the Arizona Ghostriders here. We got more mail. Santee, I've heard that another guy claimed to be Billy the Kid after he was supposedly killed. Do you know about that? Bill. You know, Bill, I do know a little something about that, and I'm going to tell you in just a minute. But there's a bigger question here. Throughout history, people have been claiming to be infamous historical figures long after they're dead. I mean, it's been going on for hundreds of years. I'm a little more interested in why is that happening? How does that happen? So yeah, we're going to answer your question, but we're also going to look into that. Let's go. History gives us eyewitness documentation about events that tell us what happened. It's probably the best our knowledge is ever going to be on the subject, unless we travel back in time, which, by the way, I'm working on. Yet it isn't good enough for us curious humans. We have to refute it, investigate it. Why? Why can't we live with the fact that Billy the Kid was killed by Pat Garrett? Nope. Many say he got away and lived out a peaceful existence in Texas under an assumed name, and his murder was a hoax. In 1948, brushy Bill Roberts confessed that he was Billy the Kid and stood up to a line of serious questioning. He got some of the answers right and some of them wrong. Of course, he was about 90 years old, so was he having memory issues?
I have my scars.
We can't dig Pat Garrett's target up because a flood took out the graveyard, and nobody knows who, if anyone, is under the dirt. We may never know. There was so much controversy about a man claiming to be Jesse James long after Jesse was supposedly assassinated that scientists exhumed the outlaw's body in 1995. Well, forensics were done only to prove that the person in the grave is, in fact, Jesse Woodson James.
Hey, cut it out, dude.
Did you know that some people claim that Davy Crockett survived the Alamo? Yeah, he and Mexican General Santa Anna were supposedly Masons, and Crockett gave him the Mason's distress signal. Well, that was enough for the general to release Davy, who moved to another part of Texas and started a whole new life. Yeah, probably poppycock. Someone out there has what they believe is proof, though. Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. They left the States and went to South America, where they were killed by the Bolivian army. Reports say that Cassidy escaped and moved back to America, changed his appearance, and lived out the rest of his life in secrecy. You know, maybe it's more romantic to believe that these notorious frontiersmen escaped certain death and lived on to a ripe old age. What do you think? Okay, so what have we learned? We've learned you can't believe everything you read, and you can't believe everything you hear. So where does that leave us? Well, I sort of feel like you have to mesh the two together, make it a cohesive mess of history. Take a little from here, take a little from there, make your own informed decision about what happened.
Hey!
Oh, hey, you got your chocolate and my
You
peanut
got
butter.
peanut butter on my chocolate.
What?
Now, not all historical figures were copied or impostered. Impostered? Impostered. Had imposters. Yeah. I mean, hey, look at Bill Brazelton. Nobody bothered to copy him and say that they were him, maybe because he wasn't that successful. Ow! Anyway, please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you on down the trail.
This is the West, sir. When the legend becomes fact, print the legend.